2 fiscal years, and no one has examined the tax dollars coming and going.
Failing to file the documents, it will then commence the forced audit process.
And so did they send someone? Did they send someone, or was that like an empty threat? Hey yo, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this. So 8 months ago, the Illinois Comptroller's office said that Dalton had refused to submit to an audit. Like that had never happened before, that's not a normal thing to happen. They just refused to. Not as being pushed off and delayed. They were just refusing to. And then they said after a certain amount of time, something would kick in where they would, where it would then happen. We're going to watch this little CBS Chicago. I ran a story on this. Just see what was going on with that.
There are new financial problems in South Suburban Dalton tonight. It has to do with taxpayer money and the village's failure to let people know where it's being spent.
Our Jermont Terry is always investigating, live in the control room tonight, telling us who is to blame. Jermont.
Joe and Erica, according to the state, Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administration won't even do an audit of city spending. In fact, the state says that they won't even communicate with the comptroller, whose job it is to oversee government spending. South Suburban Dalton is now on the Illinois Comptroller's radar.
There are obvious red flags that your station, other stations have covered.
When CBS News Chicago sent a Freedom of Information request to Springfield requesting Dalton's financial records, the Office of Comptroller replied back saying the office has not received audits or financial reports from the Village of Dalton for fiscal years 2022 and 2023.
If I had to guess, didn't get it for 2024 neither. I'm guessing 2024 probably didn't come in around tax time neither. That's what I'm thinking. I can't imagine that it did. I just realized, I think that these are her parents. Yeah, because that looks just like Tiffany. Tiffany's definitely her father's daughter.
That's a year after Mayor Tiffany Henyard was sworn in. 2 fiscal years, and no one has examined the tax dollars coming and going. Abden Palish is the comptroller's spokesman.
If they continue failing to file the documents, it will then commence the forced audit process where we send in folks to look over the books.
But for now,
Okay. So if they keep doing it, of course, I'm sure they did not get it for 2024. And so did they send someone? Did they send someone, or was that like an empty threat? If they keep on telling us to go fuck ourselves, we are going to have to, go fuck ourselves, I guess. I don't know. Like, what happened? I feel like nothing happened because they had to call in freaking Lori Lightfoot to come and try to investigate and find these things. So I'm thinking that the audit thing never did happen, which then brings it to what will be found when they do. Tiffany has this tendency. She likes for everybody else's names to be on the credit cards. So everybody who she puts under her is running around with a credit card for their particular department and whatnot, right? So she don't like to touch the cards. She want y'all to have the cards. So when they run it back, it looked like it was all them. But they're doing all of this stuff for her, and she's the one with the stuff that got purchased. So if that's the case, like when they audit this is how audits work. Right? I mean, just in general, an audit is they come and they question this thing, and then you have to produce the proof. You have to show the where. It's like if you do you file your taxes and you have certain things, like you claim certain things or whatever. Like if they do an audit, then they want you to show them the receipts and stuff. Like they want to actually physically see it. Because it's like, because people are writing all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? They just go crazy with it. Once that happens, and then they're tracking the stuff, what was purchased, who purchased it, where is it now? The stuff that was purchased. And that is where Tiffany's going to be buried underneath of, okay? She's going to get some Wesley Snipes. She's going to have some Wesley Snipes trouble. For those who don't know, Wesley Snipes, he went, I think it was like tax evasion. Y'all remember when Wesley Snipes went to jail? Yeah, well, that's going to be Tiffany. She actually kind of looks like him a little bit, now that I think about it.
State is cutting off Dalton's offset payments.
Uh-huh.
Those are funds the state deducts from state payments going to people, such as income tax refunds or lottery payments. And for Dalton, that's about $135,000. Dalton is not the only municipality behind on providing audit reports, yet we're told it's the only in the state who flat out refuses to talk to the comptroller.
Not in our administration
Wow.
has it ever come to this point.
The audit will tell the truth.
That's
Oh,
a
yes,
news guy.
the audit will tell the truth because it is done by an independent. They're not involved in the politics.
David Gonzalez is the mayor of Chicago Heights, but he's also a certified public accountant who does over 75 municipal audits statewide annually. He adds an audit is a clear picture of the books.
Because any mayor can go out there and say, look, my finances are great. We're doing great. You know, that we stopped the deficit.
Yeah, which is exactly what she's been doing. Hey, we are up. We up. We all the way up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. That's what she be saying. When they say, can we see this? Can we see the books? Can we see any kind of proof or evidence of this? Something to, just to shut us up even. And basically she tell them to go fuck themselves, Hey, yes, and that's why, and y'all need to trust me, and that's why, and it's y'all some haters, and I'm the youngest Black female mayor. When they come through for this, and what's so crazy is now she's not the mayor anymore. She's not the mayor anymore, so she don't have no power. She don't have no pull. She don't have, so when they go rummaging through this stuff, she's going to be sitting inside one of them rooms with the little little border thing with a microphone, and they're going to be asking her questions about this stuff to nail her down. But when they take her to court, they decide to take her behind the court, and that's what they're going to use. She is going to end up in one of those rooms. I just hope that they record it. I hope that they, broadcast it live.
Well, that's just a lot of talk. But the independent audit is the proof of what really is happening in a town or a village.
Now, keep in mind, these audits, they are required by law. A source close to the Dalton investigation tells us that it was really criticizing the comptroller's office, saying that they have really failed to reach out and check on the village well before all of these financial problems came about, adding that they haven't even been provided any proof that the comptroller reached out well before now.
Wow. So this is a negligence issue as well. So the comptroller hasn't been checking. Now all of a sudden they're looking. Now that it's been 2 years, so clearly they should have when it wasn't done in 2022, they should have been on this audit thing in 2023. They didn't. Here comes 2023. Now they want to talk about it, and then of course, in 2024, nothing happened either. And now she's gone. So now it's 3 years worth of money that's just in the wind, and they're gonna have to attempt to track down, which they don't seem to have any interest because they hadn't up until now, which is, I'm sure, what was emboldening Tiffany so much. They don't even check for it. Oh, it doesn't matter. I know you. I know what y'all think. Y'all nervous. Y'all think we gonna get in trouble for this because, but they don't even be checking. I've been here all these years as a trustee. Never once do I ever recall a comptroller showing up. That's the impression that you gave Tiffany. She ran with it. She ran with it. Okay. And if you want to blame somebody, it's okay. You can blame Tiffany. It is her fault. She's terrible.
Live in the control room, Jermont Terry, CBS News. To Springfield, requesting Dalton's financial records. The Office of Comptroller replied back, saying the office has not received audits or financial reports from the Village of Dalton for fiscal years 2022 and 2023. That's a year after Mayor Tiffany Henyard was sworn in.
And something else that I noticed, this lady right here, isn't this the same? This is the same lady who did the interview, the radio interview with Tiffany, is it not? If that ain't her, she looks exactly like her. Fairly certain. And I think these are Tiffany's friends. I think that is Tiffany's sister. I mean, these are Tiffany's parents, I think, and then I think Tiffany's sister. Clearly, this is before Kamal was officially the boyfriend. She's actually hilarious because this would be 4 years ago. Almost to the day, 4 years ago. And to hear Tiffany tell it 6 months ago, Tiffany was saying that Kamal had been trying to get a divorce for 4 years. That's what she said. When I tell you the lies are crazy. I don't know where she found this dress. This is like one of her old dresses from church she just pulled out of her mother's closet. The Tiffany I know today would never show up like this with a corsage. Oh, her mother has one on too. Oh wow. Oh wow. So she get it from her mother. She gets it from her mother. If I have to guess, because her mom has this on, her dad must have gave her this corsage. Because mom probably would have been jealous because she's probably just like her mother. It's like this probably comes from her mother. It's probably one of her mom's qualities. He knew his wife was going to be jealous if he got this corsage for his daughter, for her daughter as well. And so he had to get one for both. Wow. Just wow. That's a lot. That's a lot going on.
2 fiscal years, and no one has examined the tax dollars coming and going. Abdin Palish is the Comptroller's spokesman.
If they continue failing to file the documents, it will then commence the forced audit process where we send in folks to look over the books.
But for now,
the forced audit that never happened. It's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen. She's already out now. I think people are just so happy that she's gone that they don't even really care what she made off with. They're like, look, she gone. Let's not kick up no shit. She might turn back, circle the block or something. Let's just let her leave quietly. No, she need to be followed by the feds. Okay, they need to interview all of her crew, all of which was getting illegal money, sneaky money. And we need to see this through. Comptroller, I'm gonna need for you to do that audit. I need you to do that forced audit, as that man said. He said it was a forced audit. You need to just go ahead and do that. All right. So that we can see. You guys notice something about this sign? Village of Dalton, Illinois. Y'all notice something's missing? Something's missing from this sign. I have never noticed this before. Village of Dalton, Illinois. Not Illinois. Illinois. I have never noticed that. Never, ever have I ever noticed that. Oh my God, that is so strange. Either way, I saw that. I thought that was interesting, but another just unfinished business. Another bit of unfinished business for Dalton. The Comptroller, they need to be doing some audit. Where is this money? This is like the money from like the lottery. Oh my God, what are they not even giving people their lottery money? You know how pissed I would be if I won the lottery. The chances of winning the lottery are so slim to none. It's never gonna happen. And then it happened for you, and then Tiffany's just hiding your fucking money. She just stealing it. She just stealing the lottery money, allegedly. That's low. You can't be stealing nobody's miracle. That's a miracle, because that do not happen. Okay, it don't happen. All right, you better give them their winnings. Y'all behave, because I ain't gonna do it. Absolutely not. Just no. But mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh. Peace.